This week in Minecraft, we not only got our first ever proper in-game gameplay of the Warden, but we also got our first ever hands-on experience with the new Minecraft Frogs. There's so much to talk about in this video, everyone, but before we get into that, be sure you let me know down below in the comments your favourite ever Minecraft update. But with that being said, let's get right into the information. Just a quick disclaimer before we get into it though, if you've ever watched this series before or you've saw any of these videos by me, you will know that this is usually a weekly series we do every Sunday. However, there was a few delays to this video, but I did not want to scrap it and wait until next week because of how much there is to talk about in this one. Usually we're talking about little bits of information from Mojang here and there, things we've heard, but this week we heard so much and saw so much, not only through betas but also through kind of unofficially released videos by developers over at Mojang, which give us an insane look as to the early workings of the Warden. While we're talking about the Warden, let's get right into that bit of information because it's definitely very interesting and it does reveal quite a lot about the Warden's behaviour, how it moves and how it actually works, like the very basics of how it will perform in game. There was this tweet dropped by ItzJhief who said this animation in particular of the Warden is heavily working in progress. I wasn't aware that it would be posted as I was planning to redo it. Glad to see everyone's reaction to it though, and confirming that it's not an ideal anim yet. And the image that ItzJhief was actually referring to is this one. It was actually a video if you want to check that out. I'll try to find it and put a link down below. But this image does perfectly encapsulate what we're trying to talk about. The Warden looks so derpy, so weird, but also so fun in this image. So yeah, it's definitely very funny to see. But from this we could get an idea as to how the Warden would perform in game and how it would actually move. I will kind of describe it for you. So the Warden was actually kind of walking in a straight line, where then it began to stumble and then actually fell through the ground. So yeah, we do not know what this animation was for. Maybe it's like when the Warden gets defeated or when it's trying to merge with the ground, as we saw at Minecraft Live 2021. We really do not have a proper idea yet as to how this works and what exactly is going on with this animation, but one thing is for certain, and that is that people got so many laughs out of it. It is so funny and it was just so awesome to see this kind of comedic side of the Warden. So yeah, be sure you let me know your thoughts on this animation down below in the comments and what you actually think of it. But this does mark one of the only times we've saw gameplay of the Warden outside of Minecraft Live. Usually the gameplay shown is hand-picked and hand-selected to make it look as good as possible, but this bit of gameplay actually does the opposite. It kind of makes the Warden look a bit silly, but it's good that we get this kind of behind the scenes look at the Warden, which Mojang may not have otherwise shown us. Let's take a look at this now. We actually got a beta for Minecraft Bedrock Edition giving us a look at a bunch of features, but most importantly the frogs. Now obviously we all know the frogs, they were revealed and announced to be coming as a part of the Minecraft World Update at Minecraft Live 2021, and in this beta that Mojang released we actually got our first look at all of these features in game, which is awesome. But more specifically I want to talk about what this means for upcoming snapshots and betas, because I do believe that that is a little bit more important right now. We all know the frogs, they're awesome, they're cool, but I want to talk about what this means for Minecraft itself. Now more specifically betas and snapshots. We've been talking about this for a while, and if you actually missed some other information we received this week, it was confirmed by Lady Agnes that at least she is going on a 3-week week break or vacation. We do not know about the rest of the team if they're following Lady Agnes, but from that we do know at least parts of the team, or maybe just Lady Agnes, is going on a 3-week break, and we also know that other members of the Mojang team, if not already on a break, will be going on a vacation soon. Now then, what does this mean for betas and snapshots? We've been talking about this for a while. At the earliest, I believe our next beta or snapshot will be in January, but as we saw from the Caves and Cliffs update, just because the team is back at work, it does not mean they're going to give us a snapshot or beta. So I believe we could see something next year in January, but most likely we will have to wait until February for the team to get back to work and to get back into kind of everything, and you know, get back into working on all of this. But it's definitely awesome to see that we've got our first look at the frogs in game, and they're actually in the betas, and we can play around, test them and see how they work, which is awesome. It's awesome to have the frogs in game even though everything else is so far away. Now this is probably going to be one of the last episodes of This Week in Minecraft for 2021. Actually next week will be the last one, but while we've got the chance here, I want to talk about what this means and what's going to be going on with the next few weeks and going into 2022. I believe that the next few weeks could be like weeks of hints from developers over at Mojang. I do not think it's unlikely that we will have developers dropping hints, giving us bits of information here and there, but I do not think there will be any big announcements or any big pieces of information dropped. I think that is very, very unlikely, but more so I do think that we could hear something, or we could see little bits of maybe funny images dropped, like that video of the Warden. Things like that could definitely be released around this time, but apart from that I do not think we will hear too much. Going into 2022, I think things will start out extremely quiet, as they did over the last few years with the Nether update and of course the Caves and Cliffs update. Usually the team takes a bit of time to warm up again and to get back to working on these features. So I believe that the time we all need to keep our eyes open for is February. That's when I think we'll start receiving all the big information we've got our eyes open for, and that's when I believe that Mojang will start talking more and more about these features. But apart from that, this week's been pretty solid. We've got some new information about the Warden, along with the frogs betas and potentially even snapshots. So be sure to let me know what you thought of This Week in Minecraft. Has it been quite a letdown? Has it been quiet? Or do you actually think it's been a good week and you're happy with all the information we got? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. But it's been me, ItzJhief, everyone. Have an amazing day. Go play some Minecraft. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.